These 5 things made Aruba unforgettable.
I've been all over the world.
Hey Travel Baes, it's Shanice, your favorite travelista. If Aruba is on your radar, this is your sign to go ahead and book that trip. I've been to Aruba twice so far in my life, and both times I had a ball. Today I'm sharing 5 things you have to do while you're in Aruba. Let's jump into it. One of the main reasons a lot of people love to go out to Aruba is to, of course, see the flamingos. So number 1 on the list is Day Palm Island. Many times when people are headed to Aruba, their first thought is to visit Renaissance Island in order to see the flamingos, but you can actually see the flamingos at Day Palm Island. It is always going to be recommended by me personally because I love to make a whole day out of things. With Day Palm Island, outside of just the flamingos, they have so many different activities that you can enjoy while being there all day. They offer unlimited food and drinks. They have water slides. You can also have an underwater sea trek experience, which I did for the first time last year. Man, when I tell y'all, I was a little nervous, but it ended up being one of my favorite experiences on a vacation so far. They also have the option to rent private cabanas, and if you are going on a family trip of any sort, they do have things for kids as well. I just love this place because you really get your money's worth out of all of the extra experiences that they have outside of just seeing flamingos. One of my favorite parts on the island is the banana boat experience. I went to Day Palm Island both times I've went to Aruba, and when I tell you, my friends had me cracking up while on the banana boat each time. Essentially, everyone gets on the banana boat and it rides around the ocean, and you really have to try your hardest to stay on, because one thing about it, it feels like the driver is trying to kick you off of the boat. But it is such a fun time, such an experience. And then, like I said a little bit earlier, you do have unlimited food and drinks. So if you do start off early there, you can have lunch and maybe like a pre-dinner being on the island. The second time I did do a private cabana while I was there, and if you do have a group of friends, highly recommend doing the private cabana. It's this little secluded spot for people who booked it, and you really can see the flamingos up close and personal. They walk around the water. They got really close to us at certain points, so it was just nice to kind of go and hang out with the flamingos. Next, we have the off-road Jeep Safari. I did this the first time I went to Aruba, and I did have a fun time. This experience will differ in terms of locations as well as the length of the experience. So I think they have a 3-hour experience, they have a 6-hour experience. I'm not sure the other ones. I'm pretty sure we did the 3-hour experience. You will have a chance to kind of sightsee with different things, and each experience will end at the natural pool. I'm pretty sure the natural pool is called the Conchi Natural Pool. It does have a lot of stairs to go up and down before you get to that natural pool. Also beware of when you book this within your vacation, because we booked this on a Sunday after we went to the club, and we didn't realize how fun that club was gonna be. We ended up getting back home at least by 3:30, and the departure time for the experience was 8:15. When I say we were tired, just make sure that you're planning ahead of when you're booking this experience in terms of the days. Try not to put it on a Sunday like we did, because if you do go to the club and have a fun time, you don't want to be waking up super early after getting home super late. Number 3 is the Chogogo Bus. You have to do this experience while you're in Aruba. Obviously, everyone's experience may be a little bit different just based on the time of year. We did go in June, and around that time it was Juneteenth, so a lot more people were there. But the Chogogo Bus is essentially a party bus that will transport you around to a couple different bars in Aruba. You kind of stop, have a good time, get back on the bus, party in the bus, head to another bar, party a little bit there, get back on the bus, so on and so on. But we had such a fun time. Like, when I say we had a ball, we had a ball. On the bus, you will have a host. It's this little old lady. Y'all, she is a grand time. Like, you're just gonna look at her like, wow. She made our experience a 10 out of 10. She was dancing with us. I'll insert videos of her dancing here, getting on. How'd she get on? At the end, everyone met up at this one spot because there were other buses as well, and everyone just kind of like learned dances. We drank, had a fun time, and then we headed back to the departure spot where we were picked up from. So this was a really fun time. If I didn't say it before, Aruba does have 2 party bus companies. So if you are doing your research, just make sure you're looking. But we specifically chose Chogogo and we had a grand old time. Highly recommend it, especially if it's someone's birthday, if you're going during spring break, a time where you know like a lot of people are going to be in Aruba and be on the bus. Highly recommend it. But we had a time. Number 4 is having dinner at LG Smith's Steak and Chop House. Y'all, I've been to Aruba twice and both times I've been to this restaurant. You know, sometimes you head to a restaurant, you try it the first time, it's amazing, and then the second time you try it and then it's subpar. No, this restaurant was great both times that I went. Love the food and just the overall experience at this restaurant. This restaurant is located within a Renaissance Mall. Both times I went here was for a friend's birthday. I personally had the mashed potato salmon. When I tell you that was the best mashed potato I've ever tasted, like my mouth is literally watering right now. But the mashed potato is super buttery, as well as just like mashed. Like some people's mashed potato is chunky, but theirs was really smooth. It went really well with the salmon. So if you aren't a big steak person like me, there are other options, of course, on the menu. They do have great dessert as well. And on top of that, the second time I went there, my friend requested a mixologist that they have, and his name is Jason. There are, I think, 2 mixologists, so if he does still work there, highly recommend requesting Jason. He puts on a show of making the drinks, and we just honestly had a fun time watching him. It was amazing to see him in his element, making all the drinks for us, and on top of that, the drinks were really good. So yeah, highly recommend adding LG Smith's Steak and Chop House to your restaurant list. And now we gotta add a little turn up to the list. Number 5 is South Beach. This is basically an outside club. Typically is really fun on Saturdays, but I would say it depends on the weekend that you're going, as well as the DJ who's playing. Because the first time that I went to Aruba and we went to South Beach, I had a blast with the girls. The DJ who was playing the music was genuinely playing everything under the sun. Caribbean music, American music, Spanish music, Afro beats music. Like, he knew it all, knew when to transition, how to sing an itty bitty piggy. Like, we had a time. They have drinks there, they have hookah there. But the second time I went, the DJ that they had there, he didn't do so much of a good job, and I was tight because you know when you're telling your friends like, oh my gosh, this spot is so lit, this spot is so lit, and then you get there and then it kind of disappoints you, then it's like, damn, I don't want my friend thinking I have bad recommendations. The first time it was a time. So the second time that we went, we did not have that much fun as I did personally the first time, but again, it was because of the DJ. The DJ was stopping the music before the good parts come on. So he would play Caribbean music and stop it before the good chorus that everyone sings. Or he'd play American music and stop it right before the part that everyone sings. So it was just kind of frustrating. But again, it depends on the DJ and the weekend that you visit. You can have a grand time, or you can just, you know, be chilling in the spot listening to good music as well. It is located on the strip, so there is also restaurants as well as Fat Tuesday on the strip. So if you're not having a grand time, you can go get drinks at Fat Tuesday, or maybe go get something to eat. Those are my 5 suggestions of things you need to do when heading to Aruba. Let me know down below in the comment section if you have an upcoming trip to Aruba, or if you're just thinking about heading to Aruba anytime soon. If you have any more questions outside of just things to do about Aruba, you can let me know down below in the comment section. Don't forget, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up down below, as well as subscribe to the channel. And that's all for now, Travel Baes. Stay fly, and I'll see you in the next one.
I've been all over